Is this Volvo really worth $3,700? Let me show you exactly how to determine the value of any car. Today, we're conducting a comprehensive price check on the Volvo I found on Craigslist. I'll walk you through the exact same steps you should use for any car you're selling, and find out if the case study car was priced correctly or way off. Here's what we're working with. A 2005 Volvo V50 Sport Wagon with 156,000 miles. It's white, front-wheel drive, with an automatic transmission, and the seller says it's in good condition. Let's get started. First stop, Kelley Blue Book. I enter the vehicle identification number, then the mileage, with the zip code. KBB asked me about the vehicle's equipment, interior and exterior condition, plus color, if I have 2 keys, and if the vehicle had any modifications. Note that I don't know the exact details, so for illustration purposes, I'm keeping the generic info. Once I filled in all the info, KBB shows a private party range for this specific vehicle of $1,519 to $3,076 with an average of $2,298. Next is Edmunds. I enter the vehicle identification number, double-checking make, model and year, plus the zip code, then color. For additional equipment, I didn't select anything to maintain consistency with KBB. For vehicle condition, I chose clean and entered the mileage. Then Edmunds asked to double-check the overall condition for any accidents, floods, interior, mechanical, or exterior issues, as well as tires, keys, and modifications. Once I completed all the fields, it generated an approximate value of $1,582. That's quite a bit lower than KBB's average. Now let's see what's actually for sale. Go to Craigslist, enter the target vehicle, and enter your target market. So for this car, I will enter Volvo V50 and add the year, then choose miles from the location and enter the zip code, which I have entered the same as where the example target car is located. As you can see, not many results appear. We have the same car for sale and a few others. Let's look at this one for $4,995. It has almost half the miles at 95,000, so it's priced higher, but with significantly lower mileage. That makes sense. Let's try putting in a different year. Let's go with 2006 to see if there are any similar cars. So we have one from 2008 with similar miles and a similar price for $3,900. It may tell you something already that a car 3 years newer sells for only $200 higher and also has all-wheel drive. You can imagine if you are a buyer looking for a similar car, you may purchase this one for a slightly higher price, but you would have a newer car. However, as you can see, there are not many options available in the target area, which makes research harder. Now let's go see what cars are available on Facebook Marketplace for the same zip code. Immediately you can see that the seller listed the same car on Facebook Marketplace, but pay attention that the price was reduced from $4,500, which indicates that the seller already thinks the car may be worth less than initially thought. So let's take a look at this example. 2005 for $2,000. However, I couldn't find the current mileage. Here's another one. The seller is asking $2,900 for similar miles, but it's a 2007 model. Based on the description, it sounds mechanically sound. Let's take a few more examples. Here's a 2006 for $1,000, but based on the description, it sounds problematic, not like the original example, which really looks well looked after. There's a 2005 for $800, but it seems that the seller is selling this for parts. But there are also higher priced listings, like another Volvo for $4,500 that was reduced from $5,500 and has been for sale for 20 weeks. This shows some sellers think their cars are worth much more than the market will pay. So you can see the range varies widely on Facebook, from $800 for parts cars to $4,500 for overpriced listings, with functional cars typically falling between $2,000 to $2,900. So here's what the numbers tell us. KBB private party average $2,298, Edmunds $1,582, local Craigslist $2,000 to $3,900, though there aren't many options available. Local Facebook $2,000 to $2,900 for functional cars. This is your real seller competition. At $3,700, this car is priced above both valuation tools and most comparable private party cars. Based on this research, a fair private party asking price would be around $2,500 to $2,800 given its mint condition. That gives room for negotiation while staying competitive with the local market. Of course, if you have time and you're not in a rush to sell, you could try pricing your car slightly higher. Sometimes a buyer may want your exact car, with its specific color, condition, or features, and be willing to pay a premium for it. The seller started at $4,500, dropped to $3,700, and it's still not moving. The market is clearly telling the seller that even $3,700 is too high for a private party sale. Here's your action plan for pricing any car. Start with your vehicle identification number and zip code for the most accurate estimates. Don't rely on just one source. Check KBB Edmunds and your actual local market. Research Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for cars like yours in your area. These are your real competition, not national averages. If your car sits unsold for more than a week, the market is telling you to adjust your price. If you're not in a rush, you can slowly reduce the price every few days or improve your listing with better photos and descriptions using our free car ad generator. If you prefer convenience over top price, check our car buying comparison tool, where you can enter your car details and get instant quotes from 5 different buyers. For more advice on how to sell your car and get top dollar, go to sellcaradvisor.com. You'll find all the helpful links in the description below. Thank you for watching.